Hello, today I'm going to do a review of the Istick Pico X from Eleaf. The basic details are it costs £49.99, which with that cost includes the Mellow 4 tank, which I won't be talking about here because I haven't used it enough to have a good opinion of it. It is a 75 watt device, single 18650. The usage modes are wattage, temperature control, bypass, and it currently comes in 5 colours: silver, green, red, blue and black. Okay, so let's start off by giving you a quick look around the mod itself. So you can see there, that is one side with the Eleaf logo on it. That is the front. I will look at the menus and stuff in a second. You've got a nice clicky fire button on there. You've got your screen, you've got your USB charging port. And on the back you have Istick Pico X, and on the side you've got a few marks. On the bottom you have a little bit of battery venting there, 2 screws and your up and down buttons. Okay, so I've come in close for this bit, so I'm just doing there. So you've got your cap there for your battery, to put your battery in the mod. And this is the 510. Now this is something I wanted to cover because it's one of the issues I've had with this. Now you can see there you have your 3 screws holding the 510 in. At the moment I have a little plastic protector over the top of that, and the reason is these screws are ever so slightly proud. So what was happening was when I was putting an atomizer onto the mod, I could feel it hitting the screws rather than hitting the base here, and it just felt wrong. It felt like I was damaging the atomizer. I kept checking it to see if there was marks on the bottom of the atomizer, so I put a little cover on there to stop that happening. And if you can see here, if I turn it onto, let's get into good position, onto its side, see there, just there you can see that screw is proud of the 510 itself. I go round onto this side and see there that screw, you can see there, so yes, you got that there, that there. All you can see now is the screw heads. So those 3 screws are slightly proud on there, and that for me was a big issue with this. Okay, so let's go through the main workings of the mod itself now, which again threw up a bit of an issue for me. But let's go there. So this is 5 clicks on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turns on. 1, 2, 3. Gets you into your menu. So you've got wattage, temperature. No, let's go the right way. Show you wattage, bypass, nickel temperature, titanium temperature mode, stainless steel temperature mode, and then 1, 2, 3 presets and back to wattage. Right, so on the main screen you have your battery indicator, you have your ohms indicator, you have the number of puffs you've got or you've taken using the device. As you can see, I've done 7,871 puffs on this. And then your wattage indicator. So the up and down on the wattage, that's down, that's good. So it goes down in 0.1, up and down in 0.1 increments until you get to 20 watts, and then it goes into 1 watt increments, 20 watts and above. So if I hold the button there, we'll go up in 0.1 until I hit 20, and then it goes all the way up almost instantaneously. Now this is another bugbear I've had with this mod, is the wattage going up and down is amazingly fast. It is stupidly fast. Just hold it for a couple of seconds and then bang, it's gone up by 8 watts in a millisecond. See, it's so easy to miss the wattage you're looking for. So let's see how quickly it can go from 10 watts to the full 75. There it goes, and bang, you're at 75 watts. If you're trying to find something between 20 watts and 75 watts, good luck, because it goes in an instant from 70 watts to 20 watts. It's just very silly indeed. So yeah, so for me that is one of the other bugbears I have with this mod. Okay, so let's now just give you a quick side-by-side comparison with the original. Obviously I have my very nice shiny funky resin version here, but I mean the sizes are the same on all of the original Picos. So you can see there it's a little bit larger, the Pico X, than the Pico. If you go on to side view, right, that's better. You see there it sticks out a little bit more than the original, but that's only mainly because of this design, this I really struggle to what it is. Basically, the bulbousness of it, let's call it, because the bits where it sticks out a bit. So you can see there, and also, you know, towards the top, it sticks out a little further. Here, as you can see there, it's all just a little bit bigger, a little bit wider than the original. Obviously, the button is bigger, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but then again, I never had a problem with the button on the original. So yeah, let's just do the full workaround, show you the bottom, spin that around, shall we? Let's get you out the light. There you go. And you can see there is the side-by-side comparison for those of you who are interested in what the difference is between the two of them. So on to the pros and cons. For the pros, it's basically it's light. It does feel very nice in the hand. I said the rubberized finish on it, and like the sculpting of it makes it fit nicely in the hand and feel nice when you use it. The cap, I would say, the battery cap, because that is slightly larger now and with a slightly different knurling on it, I think that will make it easier for people with dexterity issues to get the battery in and out. So that has to be a pro. The button's a nice clicky button on there. It's very easy to use, very easy to see. So those are the overall pros for me. On to the cons. Sadly, this list is a bit longer. I won't go into too much more, but the fact that the screws do not fit flush on the top of the mod, that is a very big con for me, unfortunately. The speed at which the wattage goes up and down, again, is another con for me. It's just that little bit too fast. It makes it annoying. For me, that would be a con. I've had other issues with this mod as well. On several occasions, when I take my atomizer off of it and put it back on, the wattage would reset to 10 watts for no reason at all. I would have it set to 13.5, which is how I've been running my K-Fun on this. Take it off, put it back on again, press the button, it's at 10 watts. Don't know why it's doing that. Maybe it's a feature that it looks at the wattage of the tank you've put on and sets it, but I don't think that's the case because it hasn't happened to others. So again, for me, that's a con. There's something not right there from my perspective. Also, I've had occasions where the mod just wouldn't turn on. I turned it off, went to turn it on again, it just wouldn't turn on no matter how many times I pressed the button. I took the battery out, put it back in again, it worked again fine. Another time it told me that the battery was depleted, took the battery out, put it back in again, it worked fine again. And then there was another time when I actually took the battery out, put it back in again, the message came up on the device saying device too hot. I immediately took my battery out and checked it to make sure the fault wasn't on my end. There was no fault. As soon as I took the battery out and put it back in again, it worked fine again. So the reliability isn't there for me. So that is another con, unfortunately. So in conclusion, would I recommend buying this mod? Sadly, I wouldn't. It pains me to say that because Picos have been my go-to mod for the majority of the time I've been vaping, but this one sadly just doesn't hold up For me anyway. Obviously, this is just my opinion here. I'm not an expert in the situation, so take everything with a pinch of salt. But I said there's just too many downs to it. It's the screws on the top, the wattage, the unreliability of that I've experienced with the board. All those things together just add up to I can't rely on it. That's as simple as that. I bought this to have as my all-day work mod, take out with me in the morning, vape on it all day while I'm at work, and for that I need reliability, and I just don't trust this mod. So sadly, I can't recommend it. If you have an original Pico, keep using that. If you're interested in buying a Pico, they're still available. Go and buy original Pico. That's my personal opinion. So sadly, that's that for that one, but thank you very much for watching the video. If you have any comments to make about this, please feel free to put them in underneath this video, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks again.